Hello everybody, Dylan here. Today we are going to be doing another quickie reading, and we are going to be talking about yet again another troll. So if your friends are curious about the whole Chris Chan shit and they want to know about the trolls behind it, recommend them to this series because I will be discussing all of the popular Chris Chan trolls. And today we are talking about the main troll according to Chris, Jason Kendrick Howell. Now, Chris considered him the main troll at one point. But personally, I don't take Chris's opinions too seriously. Chris also thought that the guy who owned the game place was the main troll, and that Megan could be one of the main trolls. I don't trust Chris's opinions on things. In my opinion, Clyde Cash is still the main troll. He actually organized the gay ops behind trolling Chris. He was actually around for more years than Jason Kendrick Howell and achieved more than Jason Kendrick Howell. The reason why Chris remembers Jason is because Jason made his ED page. That's it. So there's not actually a lot to talk about, but I'll try and make it entertaining regardless. We get a quote from Chris Chan here. It says, "I pray to God and Jesus to kill Jason Kendrick Howell." Chris Chan telling his Lord and Savior to kill someone, yet again showing Chris's kindness and his understanding for humanity. He definitely doesn't hate people. He's definitely not a bitter person who would destroy people if he had the ability to do it. He's a really nice person, I swear. But this is Chris yet again referring to God and Jesus as two separate people rather than one and the same, because Chris doesn't understand how Christianity works despite being Christian. Jason Kendrick Howell is the original creator of the Chris Chan ED page. Chris wanted to call the jerk-offs on Howell for allegedly having sex with an underage girl, Kathleen. Spoiler, Howell never did have the underage sex. Howell goes by Liquid Snake on 4chan's V. According to Chris, is also the dork of ages, a phrase stolen from American Dad. Of course, Chris, ripping off American Dad and Family Guy. This is Jason as he appears in the comics. He looks like Emperor Palpatine, except for he's got one eyeball, and that's his sex slave, who also appeared in the comics label as a sex slave, despite Chris saying the comics was made for children. In real life, after Chris discovered the ED page had some email correspondence with Jason, from which Chris got Jason's phone number, Chris later used the phone number to find which city Jason lived in, as well as tracing down his MySpace. I'm shocked Chris was able to do that on his own, where he found Kathleen by looking at Jason's friend list. Chris made the assumption that Kathleen was Jason's girlfriend because, of course, that's how girlfriends work. If you're friends with any girl, that's your girlfriend now. That's how Chris sees it. And Jason has lots of sex with her, which combined with Kathleen's status of being a 17-year-old, led Chris to the accusation of Jason having underage sex. So Chris goes on someone's MySpace page, sees that they're friends with an underage girl, and then immediately jumps to pedo accusations. But yet everyone's willing to defend Chris Chan. Everyone's willing to give Chris Chan benefit of the doubt, but Chris would never give you that benefit of the doubt. If Chris Chan hates you, he will do anything to destroy you. But people can keep white knighting him if they want to. Chris also took note of the background image on Jason's MySpace page, and based on Jason's appearance and the comic upon that picture. This is the picture, by the way, is Jason wearing an eye patch in real life, because of course a lot of Chris Chan trolls do take influence from Metal Gear. But then again, a lot of Darkside Phil trolls also take influence from Metal Gear. I don't know what's up with Metal Gear and trolling, but a lot of trolls do that. I guess it explains the ridiculous troll ops that happen. They want to try to imitate some ridiculous shit seen in a video game. After Jason's inclusion in the comic, Chris exchanged some more emails with him, but it soon came to a hold. About a year later, Chris's Sonichu site was hacked by Clyde Cash. Assuming that it was Jason behind the deed, responded by calling him and making the infamous "I'll break you dead" threat. If I can find the video associated with that, I'll play it at the end. And Jason eventually joined forces with Vivian G, recording his own voice for the audiobooks, which if those still exist, you should check them out, the Sonichu audiobooks. He also provided commentary for the official audiobooks, though he didn't so much as comment on the video books so much as he just rambled on about Chris Chan's history with 4chan and ED. In Sonichu, Jason appears in Sonichu 8 in the episode Rage Against the Garbage, which is where Rosachu fucking strips down and beats the shit out of him. As the episode's primary antagonist, he appears reside Forsen Garbage Building, which is the one that collapses and he escapes from before it does. The 72nd floor, because 72 is, whatever, fucking 666, evil, blah blah blah. Chris is very generic with his writing. Because he's evil, even though the actual number of the beast is 616. Chris doesn't know anything about the Bible at all. Jason wears a cloak for most of the time. The eye patch, headband, and hair color sparks some curiosity and confusion amongst the trolls, considering that it is almost a blatant reference to Big Boss from the Metal Gear series. Some were worried that Chris had actually played Metal Gear Solid and was ripping it off. However, it was revealed later by Jason himself that he actually sent Chris a photograph of himself wearing an eye patch. Jason also tried to send Chris the first disc of Metal Gear Solid 3, but due to Chris's male paranoia at the time, it was returned to sender. Very tragic. Sonichu and Rosachu confront Jason and Kathleen over the images featured on the website. Rosachu's true and honest genitalia. After refusing to take it down, following Sonichu's shitty and meaningless speech, Sonichu attempts to fight Jason, only to have his furry ass kicked by Jason's dark force powers. Rosachu, as the incredible lioness, then face rapes him, and nearly to death, she hops on his face with her thighs and beat him almost to death. A move stolen from Keko Kamen. I don't fucking know what the fuck that is. But the dark forces kept him alive. Later on in Sonichu 10, Jason is seen with Jack, Thaddeus, and Beale. The building starts to fall apart, and then he runs away, because of course he did. So technically, he's still alive in the Sonichu universe. When the building starts to fall down, he calls them gay wads and flies off with Kathleen at his side to his 2-story house in the suburbs. What a very mediocre end to him. In the video released on the 30th of October 2010, Chris presents a revised version ending of Sonichu 10, which he reveals the couple broke up when Kathleen cheated on him with their secretary, of course, and she later went on to maximum security prison for smoking pot. Really? Oh yeah, I forgot. Smoking pot and tobacco is one of the biggest crimes in Chris Chan's world. It will get you sent to prison, where she shares a cell with Mary Lee Walsh. Jason supposedly dies off screen in a car crash. Of course it's a fucking car crash. Chris, what the fuck is up with you and the car crashes? At this point, if I find any videos, I'll play them. If I find any videos I want to involving him, I'll play them. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, share it. If you really like it, then like it. And if you want to see more like this, then subscribe. Hopefully I can get my computer fan fixed soon and I can start streaming again. Till then, thank you guys for watching, and bye.
Attention, all Sonichu fans on the internet who do not hate me, Christian Weston Chandler, for I have an important message for y'all. If y'all would actually like me to bring up new stuff for Sonichu and conclude the stories, you can do so by having that Encyclopedia Dramatica page taken down so that I can feel more comfortable in drawing and coloring the comics that y'all have grown to love. Not counting those who are giving me all the hate. But on that note, I have the bigger update. If you want to send all your complaints for me not doing the work that I should be doing, you can send every last complaint to the one called Jason Kendrick Howell, also known as Howell Games or Liquid Snake, for he is, and I quote in an email he sent me, the creator of the Encyclopedia Dramatica ED page for me. And he states further, my, you seem rather angry about it in your last YouTube video. A few months ago, you asked me why I made the page for you. My reason? You were too damn funny to ignore. Also, the page will not be brought down. Toodles. He is a dork of ages. Y'all should be sending every last complaint and hater toward rain out upon him. Send him every last email you can. Shower him with as much hate as possible until that Encyclopedia Dramatica page is taken down along with him. And again, the email address. Send all your hatred to him. Every last ounce. Because he is the man to complain to, for he is the one who created that dang page. And that's for you, Jason Kendrick Howell. As sure as I am to get at least 1 ounce of vagina, I have your number, and you're going down.